All right, guys, welcome back. I'm out here with Jeremy. How you doing today, Jeremy?
I'm doing good.
Good. How old are you, man?
I'm 19, about to be 20, June 3rd.
19. Wow. You're actually the youngest person I interviewed, man. And with everything going on, like addiction-wise and in the world, I've heard people as young as like 13 out here, especially just like being on these blues and stuff. Um, so, did you grow up in Tucson?
Yes, I grew up in Tucson. I've been here my whole life. I actually want to move out of Tucson and go to California.
So, I spoke with you a bit ago, and you said you've been through a lot, bro, like ODs and stuff like that. How did your addiction start, and like what are you addicted to right now?
Right now, I'm addicted to blues and G, and the G came first, and I ended up telling my aunt a story that wasn't true, but she believed me, and so she let me hit the bong of the G. And ever since, I just kept smoking G. And then when I was living with my mom and my stepdad, me and my stepdad, we would get into it a lot. So I just left the house and went to go find some blues, and I just started smoking blues.
Sure, I get it, bro. And as far as the blues, how long you been doing those?
I've been doing the blues for about like a year now.
A year. Okay. Yeah, I was telling you, I got out of rehab 2019, and then boom, they just started hitting the streets. Um, and you said that you overdosed, and that was on the powder, right?
Yeah.
I know a few people that did the same thing, man. And I guess that powder is like just intense, very, very, very dangerous. And so, like, what is a daily basis for you? Like, what do you do on a daily basis as soon as you wake up?
As soon as I wake up, see, I don't really wake up at all because I'm up 24/7. Because the G keeps me up all the time. Like if I do end up sleeping, once I first wake up, I start smoking again. But if I don't fall asleep, I'm still smoking. But if I end up falling asleep, as soon as I wake up, the first thing I wake up, I start smoking again.
Sure.
That's how addicted it is.
Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. And when you left the house, you were staying with your aunt.
I was staying with my mom and
Oh,
my
you're
stepdad.
okay. Yeah, I understand how that feels like, especially when like addictions. I got kicked out so many times. I ended up going to detox and staying there because I wasn't made for the streets, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie about that. It's rough out here. I'm sure you see so much. I'm sure you've been through so much. Um, are you still in contact with any family at all, like your mom or anything,
Um, I keep in contact with my brother,
brother?
and sometimes my mom, but freaking, I don't have a phone, and I'm gonna be getting me a phone today,
Good.
or possibly someday.
You have access.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, you'll be able to get one for sure. How old's your brother?
My brother's 18. He just turned 18, May 17th.
Okay,
And he has a twin sister.
sure. So since you've been out here on the streets, like what's been the craziest thing you experienced?
Um, the craziest thing I've experienced is basically all the drugs that are out here, freaking me overdosing and not realizing I overdosed. I actually almost overdosed again, but um, I actually had fought the OD, but it's crazy out here. Like people, like kids, just should not be out here on the streets. Freaking, if I um
I'm gonna put this.
if I was to make
Put it
a
right.
decision,
Uh huh.
um I wouldn't be out here neither. I would be in a house right now.
Like if you had a choice?
Yes. And we all make our own choices. Either we make bad choices or good choices. And um, it's what you guys decide. Right now, I'm trying to turn my life around, but I'm still doing the drugs at the same time.
I understand. Have you been to rehab or anything like that?
Mm, I've tried to go to rehab, but it won't help.
So yeah, I understand, bro. Like the struggle, knowing like inside what you have to do, um, and the struggle of not really committing to rehab yet. Like I understand, it's like you're being pulled from both sides. Um, do people like since you're so young and stuff? Do they kind of like protect you? Kind of? Do you have like an OG out here to kind of watch your back or anything like that?
Yeah, I got people out here.
Yeah.
I don't stay over here on the north side. I stay over there, kind of by Broadway area,
Okay.
and I always down in the tunnels, freaking next to the person that actually helps me out and protects me.
Yeah.
And also, I'm affiliated with the gang, which is the Bloods.
And your homies, how are they? Like, do they battle with addiction as well? Some of them probably.
And if I run into them, I run into them. I'll say what's up.
Yeah.
We'll hang out for a little bit, and then they'll bounce. Go do what they gotta do.
Do they have your back?
Yeah, they got my
I
back.
think. Just know, bro. Like, I've never been in a gang, but I've been locked up, jail,
I know the
prison.
same.
None of my homies put money in my books. None of them. Do you have anybody? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel for you, brother. Um, if there was a youngster out there, since you've been out here, you're in the trenches right now. If there was a youngster out there thinking about trying these blues or trying this lifestyle and are having trouble at home, like what would you tell them?
I would tell them, no, go, get away. You can do better than me. Freaking right now, I'm not doing good at all. Freaking, you don't want to be like me. Go get a job or go back to your family. Don't become like me.
Just know your life is an overdog. Um, and since you have access, that's a great thing. That was the only way I could go on rehab. So I went to CBI, the detox downtown. I was detoxing off H black, and they were able to get me into a rehab for 4 months. And there, I kind of got myself back, my life back, and I felt better. And I was able to repair family friendships. Everything just got better. If any family or friends see this interview, do you have a message for them? Or do you want to say anything?
Seth, Gabby, mom, dad, if you guys do end up seeing this message, um, just know I love you guys, and I'm actually trying to get a job right now, and I'll be off the drugs. Um, Probably by the time I end up seeing you guys, definitely I'll be off the drugs. Love you guys.
And just so they know, so they have a peace of mind, what is your plan to eventually get off this stuff and get out of here? That would be the last question.
Um, my plan for me to get off the drugs is I'm just gonna quit cold turkey.
Have you tried that before? Okay. Just be careful. Stay hydrated. Make sure your homies and people you're with know that you have the Narcan in your pocket,
Yep.
and thank you for hooking me up with one. I really appreciate it, Doug. So, very nice to meet you, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Doug.